hi, I would like to say thank you to anybody that watches these videos. Please like, comment, and subscribe if this message resonates with you. Okay, and also to remember to rely on God. Do not rely on me, tarot, shamans, psychic mediums, spiritual practitioners, any people of that nature. Okay, please rely on God, and also remember that I do not control energy. I just read it, and also remember that these messages can be past, present, and or future. And the message doesn't fit you, if the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Okay, and let's tap in. So if you click on this message today is you have something more tangible than money. Okay, so I have a lot of notes with this one. Okay, before I even pull anything for you guys, there's a lot of notes with this message. Okay, and when I first tap into the energy, it's something about a fighting spirit, right? Whoever I'm speaking to, you have a fighting spirit, right? The type of person that can see somebody being bullied, that can see somebody and cannot stand for it, right? Something about injustice is kind of giving like a Libra energy, because Libras are big on balance, right? That's what they big on. And something about justice, right? Having that fighting type of energy, it really is kind of like they beat you down, but you still stand up, right? And it's a powerful energy with having a fighting spirit. One thing that I'm channeling is like a Harriet Tubman type of energy, because this message is about something that God has put inside of you is more tangible than money. You are the type of person that people don't come by somebody like you, right? You'll say a rare breed, right? Okay, whoa, that is perfect, right? You have something more tangible than money. You're a rare breed, right? Um, and this is something in this day and age, 2024, you do not see people of your type of character, of your type of morale, right? People know how to fake an energy well, but you can only fake but for so long, which is why you are a rare breed, because this is truly who you are. It's truly who God has put you here to be, right? There's something about something that God has put in you, right? He planted a seed that has grown, right? And you now cannot control it, right? This is something that you have to do. This is something you don't have an option, right? Because God is now calling you, right? We all have a time, a place, and a purpose. And when God has called you to do a certain thing, to get up, to go to a certain place, to speak to somebody, these are things that are guided, right? These are things that God already knows is to happen, right? And it's something that's very important to you, right? You have something that the world needs to see, right? You should be leading a group, a collective group of people, whoever I'm speaking to, because you have something more tangible than money. You're the type of person that can't be bought, right? And in this day and age, that's dangerous. To be somebody that can't be bought, that can stand on their values, that can stand on how they feel, right? You don't see this now, right? I just heard they was raised right, okay? Like, period. All right, shout out to whoever raised you, okay? But something about your mind, right? I've studied many religions, okay? And I see the God in them all. So the one that I'm kind of picking up right now, and the only reason I'm going to mention it, is Islamic, right? People that follow Islam, they are very mentally strong, okay? They endure, right? They Let's talk about Ramadan for a second. The reason why Islamic followers do Ramadan is because they want to remember what it feels like to not have, right? The whole idea of fasting from sunset to sundown is sunset to sundown. Oh, that's the same thing. Sun up to sundown, sorry. Um, is the whole idea of remembering what it's like to not have. You can go into a mosque, and you know what I'm trying to say. And you could be praying next to somebody that is worth $1 billion, and the person next to them could be worth a penny, but it wouldn't matter, right? The only thing difference that you would see was their clothes, but they would never treat each other differently, right? And it's something of this nature of coming from humble beginnings, whoever I'm speaking to, right? You have been through things that would have broken the next person down, but you still remained who you were, right? This energy is very powerful. It's powerful in a sense of like a true leader, right? And when we talk biblically, okay, about a true leader, and when I say biblically, I'm talking about the King James Version. Let's put it out there. The King James Version of the Bible, where I think it's in Matthew, somewhere in Matthew, okay, where Jesus talks to his disciples about what a true leader should be, right? A true leader should be able to be humble, right? And humble in the sense of you must be able to be, I don't want to say like, I think he said something like being a servant, right? A true leader must be able to be a servant before he can, if he wants to serve, with a pure heart, right? And this is what I'm talking about. I'm speaking to, like, your heart is pure, right? Um, and to be able to lead with a pure heart, you've had to come from humble beginnings. You've had to be the servant before you could even get in a position of being the leader, right? A leader with a pure heart, right? That's not driven by money. That's not driven by bribes, right? You're driven by something bigger, which is why that you have something more tangible than money. Okay, this is the type of person, like whoever I'm speaking to, there's something about the government watching you, right? Because they know who you are. You might have a platform, you might speak, okay, about certain things. And this is where problems come in. When you have the ability to influence a mass group of people and it's not what they consider their agenda, you are now a threat to national security. I'm going to be very frank with you. I am never the reader that will get up here. The messages that God put on my heart, if y'all haven't noticed here, these messages really are things that can change your life. You get what I'm saying? So I'm praying that this message gets to whoever needs it in the right time frame. Okay. Understand that you are about to walk into the you are about to walk into real life spiritual warfare when everybody else around you does not understand what God has put you here to do. The new season that you will be walking into is going to be one that it's a solo mission, right? It's a lone wolf mission until of further notice when you must lead. But heavy is the head that wears the crown, baby. Okay? And this is something that you will learn as coming up, because God has to mold you into who you are meant to be, because if we think about, I mentioned a Harriet Tubman type of energy, right? If we think about Harriet Tubman, before she was the Harriet Tubman that we know, she was a slave, right? The same idea of Jesus saying that a leader with a pure heart has to be a servant before he could lead anybody, right? And this is very important to you, is that, remember I said humble beginnings, right? Whoever I'm speaking to, humble beginnings. And what you have been through, what you're about to go through, is something that you can never take as a loss. Listen to me. What you're about to go through, everything you have been through to this moment, to when you watch the video, I don't care if you see this video a year from now, whenever you watch this video, whatever you have been through, whatever you're currently going through, whatever you're about to go through, please understand that everything is ordained. We do not lose. We do not take L's. We don't lose on this channel. We only learn. Everything you've been through, you need to think about everything you've been through, and you need to think about, in that situation, what were you supposed to learn that you didn't learn? This is going to be important, right? This is the start of learning how to, excuse me, I'm a little, I don't know what's going on this morning. But something about, you will learn that everything happens for a purpose. Everything is ordained a certain way, right? And this is the first start of alchemizing energy, right? When someone sends you something negative, right? Because let's be for real, the devil knows who you are just how God knows who you are. Let's be for real, right? And when I speak of devil, I'm speaking of energy. Because we're not gonna get deep into that, but I'm speaking of energy, okay? The energies that he will send towards you to throw you off your path. And this is what you must learn. I'm getting something about discernment, right? To be a leader, you must be able to discern different spirits, okay? In or on people, okay? The spirit of discerning, the spirit of jealousy, discerning the spirit of envy, discerning, these are unclean spirits that you must have to, being a leader, you have to know who these people are. Because if you have the government watching you, the first thing the government wants to do is they want to send somebody that looks like you into your camp to take you out, to watch you. Be for real. Let's look. I'm gonna lay it out right here for y'all. Okay, because when we think about Harriet Tubman energy, she was leading people to the promised land, to freedom. 11/11. Okay? And this is something that an energy, right, is different for 2024, but the energy of we still have a long way to go. Okay? And this is something that's important. Okay, but okay, I'm done channeling. Okay. Off the top, I'm actually going to read everything I have written down here. So you have something that the world needs is your mind, your mindset. Okay. You're very talented. You will never let people tell you what you can't do. Okay. One thing my father always said was never be scared to hear no, and never let people tell you what you can't do. All right. The only limits that we put on ourselves are the ones that we put on our mind. Your mind is the most powerful thing that you can do. If you tell yourself you can't do it, trust me, you won't be able to do it. I had people tell me what I wasn't going to be, who I couldn't be, what I couldn't do because of limitations that they were put on, okay, that they put on me, right? But let's be for real. I have made it a very long way with lots of doubters. I'm not supposed to be where I am right now, and I haven't even scratched the surface. Let's be for real. Okay, so this is something about a testimony that you will have, okay, that people will know who you are. They will speak of you. Okay, this is something that's important. Okay, so you are a strength to many. All right, something about the key to unlock something, right? You are the key to unlock something. Do I know what that is? No. Okay, I'm just a vessel that uses her spiritual gifts to let the Holy Spirit flow through to hope this message gets to whoever needs it. Okay, something about walking in your purpose and leading the pack. Remember, we spoke about leadership. Okay, something about your character, your morals, your values. Okay, so you have something that money can't buy. Limitless. Something about a phone call, surgery. Okay, a credit, a conversation. Pink shoes, birds chirping, nature. Someone's in trouble. Imposter. Contacts. Someone got caught up. A laptop. Unique, the government is watching. Humble, every stage. Wake up and smell the coffee. Okay, so those are some things that I channeled when I first got into that energy. Okay, something about your electronics. Okay, you need to be careful what you look up on Google. Please understand that everything you look up on Google is recorded. Okay, this phone is listening to everything I say. You don't listen. The government dishes out almost $23 million to psychics a year. The United States government. This is information you can find on your own that's free on the interweb, that the government dishes out $23 million to psychics every year. They're on the payroll. Some of your favorite readers, not me, because I can't be bought, boo. But some of your favorite readers that you listen to every day, right? People that have platforms that people listen to. These people are on the government payroll. They will say what the government tells them to say. They will read for the government to let them know what is to come. Okay, let's be for real. Now, this is not the channel where we're going to sit here and do the kumbaya. No, I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. Okay, they are here to push certain agendas. Okay, they are here to push just like hip hop, music. It's pushing a certain agenda, okay? It's the same idea. Whoever has the mass group of people, this is what happens, okay? Um, let's see here. Stand for something or fall for anything I have here. It's really the energy of just like leading many, okay? And then we have Matthew 20, right? These are things that you're going to look up on your own. We have Matthew 20 verses 25 and 28. And then we have Proverbs 14:28. This is stuff that you're going to look up on your own timing. Okay. That is not, y'all got to do a little homework too. Okay. But yeah. So the whole idea of leadership, right? It's really not so much about your position, right? People get so caught up in, well, I do this and, I do that. But leadership is really not your position. It's about your influence, right? And this is something that you have that many people, they want, they earn for, right? Because this is something that God has placed in you. And people will kill somebody over what God has just placed in you. This is your gift. You are a natural leader. That is a gift, right? Many people don't look at, they think like, oh, well, I can't, I don't have that gift, so I guess I'm not as important as them. It's not about that. It's about God knows what he's doing. He gives certain gifts to certain people because he knows that only you can carry out what needs to be done, right? Only they can carry out what they need to be done. But sometimes people are so focused on the next man's food when their food getting cold and molding. You get what I'm saying? Because they so focused about the next man's food. You get what I'm saying? Something about you being in your own lane, right? When you're in your own lane, there's no traffic. A quote from Amber: when you're in your, I just told y'all my name. Ooh. Okay, so yeah, something might slip up, okay? Yes, everybody, my name is Amber, but I'm also Mind Body Soul Phoenix to you guys. All right. Boom. Oh no. Oh no. But okay. Anywho, you are y'all know I don't cut nothing, so this is all gonna go in there right now. The whole idea of people wanting what you have, right, is important. I'm trying to think if I should even pull cards, like, because I feel like this message in itself was all that you needed to hear, type of thing. I don't even feel a need to pull cards. You feel me? Keep going, okay? Prepare yourself, okay? It's hard being the person on the front line in war. And when I say war, I'm talking about spiritual warfare. It's hard being the first person on the front line because we hit the hardest blows, okay? We take the hardest blows, but the strength in that is that we learn to discern who is who, what is what, right? Because it's different when you're fighting worldly versus fighting spiritually for what God has ordained you to do. Okay, we are the people that we get the most shit, to be honest with you. But we are put here because we can take it, right? We are the people that God puts on the front line to show the people behind that if they can do it, you can do it. If they can follow their dreams, scared, frightened, 1919, okay, you can do it too. Besides the fact of who's watching you, the factors behind what is to happen, right? We are the ones that carry the torch, the light through the darkness. God is the light through the darkness, but sometimes people need to see a living, breathing, walking testimony to his power and what he could do. Okay, so whoever I'm speaking to, I hope this message got to whoever needs it in the right time frame. Okay, that's very important to me. Also, remember, these messages can be past, present, or future. So anywhere in this video where I speak about certain things you felt like, you know, this is for you, but that hasn't happened yet, or that was in the past, okay, or this is in the present. Please remember that I pick up on a lot of energy, okay? I'm reading for a big collective group of energy, so I pick up on a lot of energy. Remember, these messages can be past, present, and or future energies. Please remember to rely on God. Do not rely on me. Any reader, don't rely on God, okay? Remember, I'm just a vessel that the Holy Spirit uses, okay? And I'm just a vessel that God uses, and I try to use my gifts to help whoever might need it, okay? So you guys have a blessed day. Please like, comment, and subscribe if this message resonates with you, and later.